Testing, testing. Halo? Sudah mulai kah? Ah, sudah mulai. Halo? Tes, tes, tes. Cek, cek, cek. Halo, maaf tadi DC lagi. Maafkan aku DC lagi. Ayo lanjut DC. Tanggung ini udah mau habis. Ayo, let's pursue guys. Tadi DC. Oke.
I'll explain how to do it now, Ryunosuke. It's all to do with the witness marker. Marker?
Halo.
Saatnya kita lanjut. At the moment, we're focused on Miss Brett, who's the person actually making the current statement.
Tadi disconnect guys, maaf ya.
But by moving the marker left, cara goyanginnya gimana tuh? Oh, kiri kanan. You can turn your attention to other people in the stand. Ooh, okay, interesting. While you're looking at the other witnesses, you'll be able to pursue them with A.
Nama gamenya ada di judul guys. If you can catch the person.
Bentar lagi tamat. Bukan tamat. Bentar lagi selesai.
Sebentar lagi.
Right then, so first I should move the marker across. Okay. Then pursue him with A and see what's on his mind.
Oke, let's go. Kita bisa. Pengen ke Jepang lagi nggak? Pengen. Aku pengen ke Jepang sambil ini lagi.
Kok aku nggak bisa pindahin? Oh, udah bisa.
Excuse me.
Oh, excuse me kata-katanya.
Koneksinya masih oke kan ya?
Oke, masih ya. I'm so sorry, I didn't mean to shock you.
Oh my god. Nah. Nih. Seperti tadi lagi mikir sesuatu, inspektor mikir apa? Mungkin gara-gara apa yang dibilang sama wanita yang di sebelah kamu? Hai. If you can find fault with her testimony, then the cross-examination should be over immediately.
Oh, is that how it works? Absolutely not. The detective is in the stand, which makes him a valid witness. Oh, betul juga.
Pintar juga. Very smart.
Yes, not to mention the fact that he's intimately involved in the case. Inspector Osunaga. Yes? Do you have something to add in relation to the statement you just made by Miss Brett? Well, yes, if you don't mind, I would like to speak. Oh!
Apakah dia ada di pihak kita? Oh, wow.
The lady is right. Our country's police practices are not as modern as those used in Great Britain. Which is why I, Satoru Hosonaga, always strive to make every investigation I'm involved in flawless.
What do you really mean by that?
I'll tell you what I mean. I won't have evidence lacking on my watch.
Oh.
I'm not afraid to take everything I can from the scene of the crime. It's preserving evidence, you see. I don't care if they call me a crime scene thief. I'm not ashamed of what I've done. Aduh, ini batuk lagi.
Oh,
crime scene thief.
He's a thief. Selamat malam.
Take this for example. Oh, yes! Yes! This is the bottle of carbonated water that I took to the victim's table on the day in question. And yes, It's lost all of its fish, having been opened 3 days ago now. But it was carbonated water. I don't care what anyone says. One day our police force will be among the best in the world. The time is coming, I guarantee it.
Wih, mantap. Nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, ini 2021. Belajar Inggris bisa dari mana saja. Game pun juga bahasa Inggris. Ayo, tambah dong wawasannya dong.
I can say I condone the witness actions, but I don't understand the sentiment. The court will accept the glass bottle of water as evidence.
Yeay, nambah lagi. Nambah evidence, yes. Mari kita cek evidence kita. Yes. Aku ada feeling si dia minum dari gelas korban makanya dia batuk darah. Iya, exactly. That's what I thought. Mari kita lihat.
The label is written in foreign language that I don't recognize.
Do you know what it says, Kazuma?
I think it's French. This must be very expensive water.
French water. French water.
What does it say? That's what I was asking. Then go to France and ask. You could just say that you don't know. Oh my god. So funny. It's the last string document I ever had. It looks like there's a little left in the bottle, although it's just plain water now. You know, I've been sweating so much I'm absolutely parched. I'll just have a sip of this to keep me going. No! You don't drink from an evidence!
Masa dia mau minum air dari barang bukti?
Exactly what I said! You can't go drinking evidence. Oh no, you're right. We don't know what might be in there, do we? You never cease to amaze me, Ryunosuke.
Yeah,
I wonder, could there be anything in this water? Yeah, I think so. What's the matter? You've gone quiet all of a sudden. I think I might have just worked something out. An interesting possibility. Interesting.
Mabok Ryu.
Interesting. Very well, Consul. You may resume the cross-examination.
Buset, aku kira nggak selama ini. Ternyata masih lama lagi, astaga.
An inspector will kindly control his fervor.
Unfortunately, I have no idea when the poor man burned his wrist like that. When the waiter brought my steak, the professor and I raised our glass in a toast. As far as I've heard, the postmortem report show no other possibility. Boleh nggak aku coba present the bottle here?
I think I can do that.
Yes. Oh yes, lagunya berhenti. Yes, kayaknya bener deh.
What is this? The bottle of water?
Actually, there is one method of killing a man without leaving a trace that comes to mind. Obviously, I'm referring to poison. Yes, finally we've come to poison. We've come to poison.
Poison? On the day of his death, we know that Dr. Wilson drank from this bottle of carbonated water. Could it be that there was a poison inside? Could it be that the professor actually died after taking a sip from his glass? Oh. Akhirnya, pembunuhan ini akan berakhir.
Kasus ini akan segera berakhir.
And on that day, who was sitting at the same table as the professor and able to slip the poison into his drink? There's only person who could possibly have done it. Giselle, Fred, it was you!
Objection! Hello? This is outrageous to suggest such a thing without a scrap of evidence. Ooh, scary. Hahaha. Have you forgotten that we have only just signed an accord of friendship with the British Empire? Have you even the vaguest inkling that your rash accusations could jeopardize the entire treaty?
Objection!
This is not a political arena. This is a trial to determine one individual's guilt with respect to one crime.
Ini main di Switch kah? Ya, ini di Switch. Nintendo Switch. Wah.
The fact that this woman is British makes no difference. We are here to determine the truth.
If I may. Shut up! It is you who should be silent. Sim! Oh my god.
We can see her face now?
I'm afraid I may have spoken unfairly before. I offer my most humble apologies. I described your police force as inferior. But no matter how inferior they may be, you still investigated this particular point thoroughly, I believe. The bottle, I mean, Inspector, and whether it contained poison or not.
British.
Kapan bikin konten cosplay ya? Konten cosplayku di Instagram. Terjemahin dong. Nggak ngerti bahasa Inggris, ayo belajar. Udah 2021 loh. Of course.
Have you forgotten what my guiding principle is already? I strive for a flawless investigation every time. I don't believe it. Naturally, we tested the inside of the bottle and its contents.
And?
What did you find?
Oh, berarti racunnya bukan di botol, racunnya di gelas.
Wow. We could find no trace of poison of any description in the bottle of a carbonated water, Your Excellency. Are you sure? The tests were meticulously carried out by the chief coroner himself.
No. I'm very grateful to all you Japanese. You've successfully established my complete innocence in this horrid affair. Thank you. But of course, dear lady, the pleasure was all ours.
This can't be right. Everything falls into place if he was poisoned. Thank you, Consul. I think that cross-examination has clarified everything. As the prosecution has asserted, a shot to the chest from this gun is the only conceivable cause of death. Furthermore, the accused, who by his own admission was holding this weapon, is the only possible culprit.
No!
The court wishes to apologize for the great inconvenience this has caused you, Miss Brett.
Oh no! I'm just glad the matter is resolved.
Before proceeding, I must ask the counsel for the defense. Do you have any further new evidence to present the court at this point?
Yes, I do have the glass! The glass!
Oh no. I'm sorry, Yunosuke. I have nothing more.
No! Hold it! Hold it! Wait! Choto! Hold it! Yay! Hold it! Yay!
Oh yes! Hello, beautiful lady! Who comes to my rescue? Welcome to my rescue!
Forgive me for intruding on court proceedings, Your Excellency. Sasatomi Kotoba, Judicial Assistant to the Defense.
Hey?
In my darkest
hour with nowhere left to go, she appeared like a bolt of lightning. And in her hand, she carried a small package wrapped in a furoshiki cloth.
No! To be continued! No! To be continued, guys.
Guys, sepertinya kalian tidak akan pernah menyaksikan game ini tamat karena aku mau lanjutin tanpa stream.
Aku kira udah berakhir. Oh my god, ini case awalnya beneran panjang sih ternyata. Udah 4 jam lebih tadi. 4 jam loh. Gimana guys? Kalian masih mau nonton?
Damn, ternyata ini masih aku kira akan berakhir. Sepertinya abis ini kayaknya ini deh, baru final apa tuh namanya? Lanjut. Aduh. Ya udah, tapi aku sambil makan ya guys, karena udah malam dan aku belum makan. Jadi sambil makan.
Ih, the rules state that females are not permitted into this court of law other than to testify. Kurang ajar.
Kenapa diskriminasi sekali terhadap perempuan? Kalian tidak tahu. Perempuan juga sama strong.
I asked only 5 minutes of time. Sambil makan. Ambil salto.
Oh.
Oke. Jangan nonton kalau spoiler, Ken. Ini yang case pertama lama banget. Tadi pas gini 100k deh. Nggak mungkin 100k like-nya. Itu tadi di video yang tadi. Ini video baru lagi soal tadi DC. Jadi ngulang. Kan udah main yang Jepang, curang. Gue sengaja nggak main yang Jepang juga. Main yang Jepang juga susah kali. Biar nggak spoiler. Jangan spoiler ya kan ya.
Curare. Ini ada face cam. Apa tuh face cam?
Ini face cam. Time's up. The prosecution demands the immediate removal of this female trespasser from the courtroom. There was too little time for me to read it in detail, but I've summarized what I could on a note just inside the cover. If you think it could be valuable, please cast your eye over it. This is wonderful, thank you. Thank you. Goodbye then, and good luck. Let's see, let's check it out! Our new evidence. A poison made from the bark of certain trees in the jungles of South America. The hunters of the region have used it since ancient times to incapacitate their prey. Effects: instant paralysis of the entire body and subsequent death, even in minute doses. The above-mentioned effects occur when the poison enters the body through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Berarti nggak dari minum dong? Oh, interesting. Masa racunnya ada di burn mark yang tadi? Can it be? Wow, can it be? Menarik sih, karena kita mikirnya pasti kan dari minuman ya racunnya. Tapi, oh, interesting. Halo Nurul, welcome. Suku-suku jadul pakai curare di blow dartnya. Oh, yes, I know. Wah, menarik. Your Excellency, the defense does have new evidence. That look. The unyielding stare of a true Japanese warrior. Yes. Well, Miss Brett? Yes, Your Excellency? If you wouldn't mind, perhaps you could grace us with your presence a little longer? It's a delightful invitation, but I'm afraid it's not so very long until tea time. La. Forgive me, Miss Brett. It seems I wasn't clear. I realize it was phrased as a question, however, I must ask you to treat that as an order. I've said it many times before, but the Japanese language makes no sense. My apologies, dear lady. So, Consul, what is this new evidence that demands the court's attention? Directly to this, maybe? Langsung ini kali ya. New evidence soalnya, ya udahlah. We understand you were studying under Dr. Wilson at Yume University doing research. Yes. Research, by sheer coincidence, perhaps into a deadly poison? What? Poison? Where are you going with this, Consul? A toxic known as curare, Your Excellency. Even the slightest amount of this deadly poison entering the body leads to instant death. What complete and utter death? Semangat menghakimi orang, Kak. Ken, jangan spoiler, please. I'm going to spend all nights playing this. Curare, you see? I've never even heard of it. You wouldn't have done. What do you mean? I mean that you wouldn't have heard of curare before, for one very simple reason. It doesn't exist in our country.
Thank you, Taciturn. It doesn't exist? Correct, which means no matter what test the police can do for toxin that never identify curare. Why? Because there is no test available here that can identify the presence of this highly deadly poison. Ooh, yes! According to this report authored by the visiting research student from England, curare has long been used by the tribespeople of South America as a poison to lace their arrows. It seems that it's reasonably well known among European doctors and scientists.
To lace their arrows?
The report states that it is produced from the extract of a tree that grows deep in the Amazonian jungle. Amazon! Tuh kan Amazon muncul lagi, tadi kita ngomongin Amazon. And it was first brought back to Europe at the turn of the century by explorers. It claims that animals shot by arrows laced by curare suffer instant death. Doesn't that about sum it up, Miss Brett?
Objection! If the victim had been administered some of this so-called deadly poison, he would have been screaming and breathing in pain, and the other diners would have surely noticed.
Enggak, kan paralyzed. Paralyzed kan dia nggak bisa gerak atuh. Obviously, I would have noticed a disturbance like that. I don't remember anything like that either. I didn't notice the professor being in any kind of pain. According to this, however, it's the other way around.
What do you mean the other way around?
The very fact that the victim didn't show any visible sign of distress is evidence that curare was used.
Oh, hi!
Explain yourself, Consul. The moment this toxin enters a person's system, it causes instant paralysis. In other words, afflicted victims lose all strength and are completely unable to move. Even if they were in total agony, there will be no visible signs of pain at all. How terrible! How terrible! Obviously, if a man lost all strength in his muscles, he'd collapse on the floor. But with a chair under him for support, as Dr. Wilson did, the effects could go largely unnoticed. But I don't follow, Kazuma. That's just paralysis. I thought the poison caused instant death. Oh, the full explanation is extremely unpleasant. The poison causes immediate paralysis, as I said, leaving the victim unable to move. But after a short time, the paralysis is so severe it causes the muscles that control respiration to fail. Oh, respiration. In other words, the actual cause of death is suffocation. And all the while the victim is conscious and aware, just unable to move. Oh my god, that's painful! Ini serem banget sih. Jadi bagi yang nggak ngerti, ini racun yang kita bahas saat ini adalah racun yang kalau misalnya kena manusia itu bikin paralyzed. Itu bahasa Indonesianya apa ya? Paralyzed tuh lumpuh, bikin lumpuh. Kemudian lumpuhnya itu bisa parah banget sampai otot jantung nggak bekerja gitu. Jadinya ini ceritanya profesornya matinya gara-gara ya itu nggak bisa napas karena apa sih, muscle-nya nggak ini. That's hideous. Iya, serem banget. To the observer, it would look almost like the victim was sleeping peacefully into an endless sleep. But for the victim himself, his final moments will be a living hell. Oh no. Ah, Ken jahat banget, Ken. Why? That is the true nature of this deadly curare poison. And you're suggesting that this bottle console actually contains this terrifying poison?
If I may? Digituin lagi. It is you who must be taught.
dia nyerang si Pen terus ya.
So, this is how you Japanese behave, is it?
What?
You steal Anna's hard work and then announce the results as if you discovered them. I'm appalled. What a loathsome act.
Huh? Well, Miss Breath, the feeling is mutual.
Whatever do you mean?
Capitalizing on the unfortunate circumstances of an innocent man to frame him for a heinous crime? That really is a loathsome act, won't you agree?
Ha ha ha! What's so funny? Ah, excuse me, Your Excellency. May I borrow that bottle for a moment, please?
Diminum ya, diminum ya, diminum ya. Diminum, diminum.
Don't get too big for your boots, you insignificant little island boys.
Sorry?
To an English woman such as myself, this whole affair is a farcical comedy. Your little police games and these foolish courtroom antics, it's laughable really. But I'm getting bored of it all now. It's time for the games to end. Cheers! Enggak. Kayaknya menurut aku ya, poisonnya bukan di air tapi di burn mark yang tadi, yang panas itu, yang piring panas itu, kemungkinan I think mungkin ya. Oh my god. You all look quite stunned. Kan yang penting masuk ke badan lewat luka kan. Kalau masuk kayak lewat burn marknya itu mungkin bisa kali ya. Tapi atau di gelas ya, gelas kali ya. Soalnya masih di tas juga sih ya. You look quite incredulous, little boy, but of course, that's the simple truth. Thank you for presenting the findings of my research so concisely here in the grand venue. Most kind. Itu Mataram Isret apaan sih? Mataram Isret itu apa? Thank you, waiter. Now then, Your Excellency.
Waduh, getar.
Yes, Miss Brett. I should like to be excused now, please. I think I've given more than enough of my time for the further. We are most gratified with all the assistance you have given. Di gelasnya nih, gelasnya bisa didapetin lah ya. Hi, hello. There had to have been poison in that bottle. So how did she swallow a whole glass and live to tell the tale?
I don't understand it. Well, I suppose if nothing else, this little Far Eastern charade will make for interesting conversation at the next party I attend in London. Ayo, come on, come on, come on. Contain no poison. What? Why? Ryunosuke? Isn't it obvious? If there was a poison in there, she'd be dead by now. Sometimes you're unadulterated, but sometimes it's in need of a good staining until it's as dark as your uniform. Bisa nggak kita berpihak ke penjahatnya? Nggak bisa. Ini alurnya udah ditetapkan soalnya. Jadi kita harus tetap. Bisa sih kalau kita memihak yang jahat gitu terus membuat jawaban bodoh. Wacut tuh. Salah. Hah, salah ya? No. No. This whole trial is poison. Oh. I need to think through all the things that don't quite add up here, one by one. I'm sure the answer is in the evidence we have in the court record somewhere. Yes. Yes, yes. Yang mana nih guys? Kok lagunya kayak Final Fantasy ya? Was able to consume this supposedly poison water on Scaff. Apakah ini? Karena ini ada gelas ya kan di sini. Tuh gelas kan ya? I think so. I think so too. Kayaknya sih ya. Coba deh. Coba deh. Acian. Yes. Kayaknya salah ya. Salah guys. Salah guys. Ayo beli whole serious. Oh no. Apakah botolnya ya? Apakah botolnya ya? Ini dokter gigi. Ini ya. Yes. Hah? Salah juga guys. Weh. Weh gila weh, salah weh. What the hell? Kayaknya yang catatan curare ini deh. Catatan ini kayaknya. Yolo. Yes. Oh ya, berhasil. Benar. This report is too extensive to be considered in its entirety by the court. You will direct us to the pertinent section, Consul?
Oh no!
Kayaknya practical applications bukan sih? The practical applications, I guess? Soalnya kan dia bilang masih pakai di luka ya. Interested through a wound, such as that inflicted by a blowpipe dart. Special karakteristik nih ya. Special karakteristik. Yes, special karakteristik. Oke.
Yes, lagunya berhenti, berarti benar. Wah. And it's left me curious about something.
Oh, Consul?
Well, it sounds as though the indigenous hunters have been using this poison for years and years to lace the heads of the arrows that they shoot at whatever prey they're hunting.
So we've been led to believe, yes? And the point of hunting is to catch your prey to eat. Yes. But if they were to use these laced arrows, doesn't that mean there will be traces of poison left in the prey the hunter were going to eat?
Yes, good point.
So surely the hunters wouldn't want to eat their prey, wouldn't they? Because then they'd be eating poison. But I actually found the answer to that conundrum in this research paper here. Under special characteristics, it says this. The poison starts to work after entering the body through a wound. Through a wound, you say? I see, that makes sense. Yes, the mention of that particular detail seemed a little strange to me though. But it all makes sense when you interpret what's written like this. When curare enters the body through an open wound, it has terrifying poisonous effects, however. When it enters the body via the mouth, it has no poisonous effects whatsoever. Miss Brett, you authored this research. You knew Curare's special characteristic. And you knew that you could make a spectacle of drinking that water without any danger to yourself.
Meddling little.
Oh! Angsanya bergerak!
Rapskalian!
Well, Ryunosuke, it turns out you're an even better lawyer than I thought you'd be. Seriusan masih lama ini, Ken? Oh no! Seriusan banget nih, masih lama. Padahal pengen tamatin K1 loh ini.
Astaga.
But I failed to see blah blah blah. Aduh. So the ill-bred little puppy has a new toy to play with, some facts he read in a book. But I'm afraid knowledge doesn't suit you, little boy. It only makes you look silly. Apps 5-nya bisa 5-6 jam. Oh no. Nggak, cuma sampai K1 doang sih. Your schoolboyish logic has a fatal flaw. As even your brain has managed to deduce, curare is safe to ingest. It seems likely that its effects are neutralized by the acidic nature of the gastric sakush.
Oh yes, well, of course.
So if this little poison is completely harmless when drunk, the professor wouldn't have died when he swallowed it, would he?
That's right. That's basic science. Science that even a schoolboy should be able to understand, no? Ya, masuknya lewat gigi kayaknya.
Logic holds. If the lady and the professor drank the same poison, they would be affected in the same way. Are you trying to suggest?
Yes, this curative poison is completely irrelevant to the case on trial. That's right. Surely even a little cockroach like you could understand something as simple as that.
Oh no. Jangan bilang kayak Apollo.
Kayak Puni nggak lelah matanya. Aku nggak pakai softline, makanya aku bisa lama dan pakai kacamata. Makanya aku nggak pakai facecam. Kalau pakai facecam aku dandan pakai softline nggak bisa lama-lama. Susah. Objection.
Lebih capek mulut aku deh tadi ngomong terus. I don't think so, Miss Giselle Brett. Puni PTSD.
How dare you use that tone with me?
Itu kenapa kacamatanya jadi gede banget ya? You know very well that there is no fatal flaw here. You know exactly why, even though both you and the victim swallowed the same poison. You are alive, but Dr. Wilson is dead. Come on, I'm sorry, I don't need to remind you. You must provide compelling evidence. As we know now, that this poison is completely harmless when ingested. Why will Dr. Wilson alone have been killed by the curare? It's because of the medical report. Yes.
Take that!
However, there was a fundamental and fatal difference between the two diners. Fatal difference? The toxic effects of curare are only felt when the poison enters the body through an open wound. So, for a healthy person with no injuries, drinking it is completely harmless.
La la.
But what if there was a wound inside the mouth of the person drinking the poison water?
No.
Yes, like the wound you might have if you had just been to the dentist and had a tooth extracted, for example. Miss Brett, you've acknowledged many times in your testimony already that you were well aware of Dr. Wilson's dental appointment that day. Kacamatanya jadi gede banget.
So that's it. You use that knowledge to orchestrate this.
Mulai gila. Panik lah, masa enggak?
I don't like to repeat myself, but honestly, I cannot resist. These childish courtroom games and your half-baked arguments are also puerile. What do you mean? Don't worry, little schoolboy. You'll find out soon enough.
Ah, no.
You see, when you leave vital evidence lying around, you never know what might happen to it.
Huh?
I mean, it could just slip. Oh dear, how careless of me. I'm afraid some crucial evidence may have just been tragically destroyed.
Waduh. Wah,
ngancurin barang bukti di depan pengadilan.
oh my god. How could you? You won't get away with this. The gun ya.
Objection!
Hmm. Menarik. Sampai aku tidak bisa berkata-kata, guys. Ini reveal-nya ini selalu part yang paling menyenangkan. A hidden gun, you say? You don't have shred of evidence. Aduh. As you have nothing to support your wild claims, the prosecution stance remains unchanged. The victim, Dr. John H. Wilson, was killed by a gunshot to the chest. Delivered in cold blood by the accused, Ryunosuke. Naruhodo! How can this be happening? We had her. Oh my god, tapi dengan ngancurin evidence itu, it's something sih. Actually, apakah masih ada di court record kita ya itu? Masih ada dong! Masih ada! Nggak ikut hancur! Oke. Well, actually we still have the bottle in your head.
Halo.
But I didn't even notice that this woman was a foreigner with a swan on her head. Oh my god.
Okay.
Everything you saw, everything you felt, every color, every smell. Eh? Oh. What I saw, what I felt. Every color. Come on. Be colorful, be colorful. Eh, blood? Blood? Eh?
Ada darah di situ?
There's a clue.
Halo.
Actually, Kazuma, I think I might have something. Thinking back over everything I saw, I think I might have uncovered another clue. Haha, you always have something up your sleeve, don't you, Yunosuke? Come on then, let's wipe the smug smile off that English woman's face with some evidence. Let's go. Wait, what? Huh? Somewhere, the clue that shows who Dr. Wilson's real killer must have been is... well, the blood? The blood, right?
Yes, what is it? What is it?
As you've said a number of times now, you strive for perfection in your investigation, don't you? Absolutely. I wonder, therefore, if perhaps you took anything else from the scene of the crime. Like, for instance, the plate of steak that you took to the victim's table that day. Abisnya nggak disapa. Dia tadi udah disapa. Astaga naga. Blok aja dah kalau kayak gitu caranya.
Where are you going with this, little boy?
It's just a memory that's been troubling me.
What memory?
I saw the scene shown in this photographic print with my own eyes that day. And I saw that on the wooden base of the plate that the steak was served on was a spattering of blood. Terima kasih, Chun. Arigato.
Obviously, that must have happened when you shot the professor.
Take a good look at the photograph and the relative position of everything there. The plate of steak is almost directly behind the victim. If I'm supposed to have shot Dr. Wilson in the chest from the front, there's no way that blood from the victim could have ended up directly behind him. True.
Another?
Seru ini saya post Genshin dulu. Maaf ya, saya mainnya lama karena sambil didap, dikit-dikit didap. Apa nggak usah didap aja? Yes.
For blood to have bleeded on the plate, the plate was
Giselle Brett. I beg your pardon?
This is beyond ridiculous. Is the court seriously expected to believe something the accused has only just remembered seeing?
Gas abis episode 1, siap kan?
Ding.
This could be the moment that my entire career in the police force has been leading to. Inspector, you mean? Yes, I took the plate in the interest of preserving evidence from the scene of the crime. Kenapa dia nyolong-nyolongin sih, astaga? I took it, meat and all, and I don't care if they call me crime scene thief. Stop stealing, what? I took the steak that you had been eating, Miss Pratt. I took the steak that the surgeon had been eating. And I did of justice. Astaga. Oh no, merah lagi. Oh no, please don't die, please don't die. Please don't die, connection, please don't die. Please don't die again, connection, no. Please don't die, connection. Oh no, no.
Cotto matte.
Aduh, merah lagi. Aduh. DC terus.
Oh no. Oke, sudah kembali. Aduh, kukira bakal mati. Sudah balik, sudah hijau. Damn it, kenapa internet susah banget ya? Deg-degan aku jadinya. GWS ABS-nya. Sorry for the delay. Ini dia piring steaknya. Taratatatatat. The steak. What about the blood? Is there blood on it? The blood, man, the blood. Oh, here we go. No blood. No blood anywhere. But no. That's impossible. Yeah! I know, I saw it. I'm sure of it. Ini ganti piringnya. Itu burung angsanya hidup. Oh no. Let's hope so. This let's pretend attempt at courtroom proceedings is painful to watch. Ayo. But I do promise to do my best to forget all about it when it's over. Aduh. Oh no, gawat. Gila, ini lama banget kasusnya. Udah 5 jam ya? 5 jam guys. 5 jam. Just a figment of my imagination. Dari tadi dia udah 3 kali merasa kalah loh. Loh. Command coin. Loh, kenapa ada di situ? It's a cow, obviously. Ini sticknya Ken ya? Sticknya Ken. Pasti ini ya, koinnya itu dicuri sama si yang bawa bayi itu ya, kayaknya. Never stop believing in yourself. Keep looking forward no matter what. Believe in myself? Really? Maybe I should at least examine. Udah, tadi udah di-examine. As the evidence requested by the defense,
presume any further examination of evidence in this trial will be unnecessary. No. Apakah ada objection? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Can this plate of steak reveal any other clues at all? There's another clue. Kangen Puni collab Rate Your Nasib. Ya nih, PPKM jadi nggak bisa collab. Your Excellency, please wait. This plate of beef is hiding another clue. Oh, what is it? Another clue that will reveal the shocking truth. Your unhealthy fascination with beef steak.
Jadi pengen makan beef steak. Aku mau beef steak.
I will not be able to turn the blind eye to any more unnecessary trial. I'm sorry, Miss Brett, but we must ensure a thorough examination of the evidence.
Untung hakimnya baik ya.
I see. As a newly affirmed ally of my country, that's still your position, is it? Thank you, Your Excellency. Counsel for the defense, you will now clearly show the court to what you are alluding. Where precisely on this plate of beef steak is this new clue to be found? Nyek. Dah, diulang lagi. Sogok hakim.
Jangan dong.
Judge-nya nggak pandang bulu, bagus dong. Hakimnya adil. Yes. Well marinated in a juice. For the next time I remember one thing for sure. My heart's going to be racing as I lift up the meat and peer underneath for a prize.
Ah,
A Koban coin underneath the stick. There's only one logical explanation. Yes, there's only one. Oh, prison. Spirit of Justice juga bagus. Good gracious, that's... Koban? Huh?
shut up.
How should I know? I've never seen that thing before in my life. I don't know what this is, but I want no part of it.
Objection!
Bentar lagi jam 10. Oh ya Allah, oh my god.
Berapa lama ini game? Buset. Ini baru case 1. Your Excellency. Yes, Consul. A rare Hoi Koban just happens to be hidden underneath the piece of stick. If this turns out to be irrelevant to the case, I'll give up my lawyer job right now. Nah, lu kan bukan lawyer dari awal, bodoh. Dia kan bukan lawyer. No one invited you anyway. Mejanya strong. Paling kasihan adalah meja ini di Serious as Attorney. Selalu digebuk.
Main berapa lama ini case 1? Udah 5 jam.
5 jam. Tadi yang live pertama 4 jaman. Terus DC, abis itu ini lanjutin yang tadi. Curio.
Take that!
Hampir 6 jam. Mr. Cucumber. Mr. Cucumber something.
Soalnya tadi di dub terus kan. Tadi pertama awal game itu nge-translate. Jadi di-translate semua dari English ke Indo. Habis itu capek, habis itu akhirnya cuma dub doang, dub English. Tapi karena dub English kan jadi lama. Kalau main sendiri kayaknya sejam juga kelar deh.
Objection! Yes!
Aduh, buset. Kita masih ingin witnessnya lagi. Aduh, gila. Lelah, weh. Aku ingin makan. Makan malam. Ini kayaknya alamat makan mie instan lagi nih. I can smell Indomie as my dinner. Super late dinner. Indomie. Oh, wow. Wow. Waduh. It's dinner time for me too. Please hurry up with this trial, please. Aku nggak bisa makan pedas BTW, aku ada GERD soalnya. Jadi bon cabai level 15 will probably send me to the ICU. Masa adjourn lagi? My god. Nggak kelar-kelar deh. The sun has set on this Rasuteo shop owner existence. Kuta-sang, something has come to light that requires your clarifications. As far as your Rasutei memory serves. Hah? Cabai Indomie masih bisa sih, soalnya nggak terlalu pedas. Kayaknya aku maksimal itu kayak samyang punya saus, tapi aku nggak bisa satu pack gitu. Samyang saus itu aku biasanya kayak cuman 1 sendok teh kurang dikit. Lebih dari itu aku udah lumayan ini sakit perutnya. Daripada masuk UGD kan lagi begini kan juga susah masuk rumah sakit, nanti takut banyak virus. Jadi aku menghindari yang pedas-pedas dulu. We found your coin sandwich between the beef steak and its plate. Soaking in the seasoned meat juice. Sandwich. Maji desu ka? Clearly it couldn't have fallen there by accident. Which means somebody must have hidden it there on purpose. Somebody concealed my Hoi treasure between a slab of meat and a metal plate. Itu sebelah lu kayaknya tuh pelakunya. Who will do such a thing? Such an unconscionable thing. Indomie seblak. Tapi di sini nggak ada seblak. Could I say something?
Yes, of course. Proceed, Inspektur Hosonaga. Kenapa setiap kali kita bahas Indomie semuanya langsung excited dengan percakapan seputar Indomie dan mie lainnya? I mentioned this earlier on in the trial. I was working undercover in the restaurant in order to investigate another case. Ah yes, that's right. The secret undercover operation. La Carnival is a high-class Western cuisine. Many foreigners. Recently, there's been a round of similarly executed theft, targeting the restaurant's rich clientele. A number of such incidents have been reported to the police bureau. Bureau is back. We wanted to nip the case in the bud quickly, especially with so many foreigners being affected. So that's why you were sent in undercover, is it? Yes, I took on the job of waiter in order to flush out the criminal. Clarissa Indomie Pun! It seems likely that this Koban incident is the work of the same thief. Police bro. Tunggu. Pencurinya apakah dia? Karena dia menjatuhkan poinnya. Or can it be apakah dia sendiri pelakunya? Siapa pelakunya menurut kalian? Army Sergeant dan witness the incident.
Interesting. Antara dia, Curio Correcta, atau Yesa Nosa.
Yesa Nosa. Karena dia yang menjatuhkan terus dia nyari terus hilang, dan teman makanan cuma dia, kemungkinan Nosa. Yesa. Yesa. Nosa. Iya, Nosa. Yes, Nosa. Yes, Nosa. What? How? How dare you? You monster! Monster? I stole that Koban, did I? I'm the master thief of La Carnival, am I? You're seriously accusing me of this crime, is it? But it wasn't me! It was Aido! No. Ini parodi dari JoJo Fix. Aido is the mastermind behind all this. Ternyata JoJo reference, guys. You will push the blame on your crimes onto your own son, an innocent little baby. It's you who's the monster, Sergeant Nosa. Salahin baik. Oh. Dia mulai gila.
Iya.
Oh no, it's really the baby. Nippon Imperial Army Sergeant Iesa Nosa preparing to stand down in the Supreme Court, sir. Oh my god. Do any of you know of the extraordinary low wages the Nippon Imperial Army pays those it expects to keep our country safe? All I want is to put a hot meal on the table for my son. That's why you were stealing things at the restaurant. The place is heaving with money. Every 3 days, I'd go there and do reconnaissance for a target. And I enjoy chomping my way through a good steak at the same time. Your target today was the old man and his koban. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He was an easy mark. I slipped the coin into my pocket without any trouble at all. I was all set to leave the steak. I was halfway through devouring when it happened. When the professor was shot.
I knew that if the police conducted a search and found the coin in my pocket, I'd be finished. I do too. So I hid the incriminating evidence as fast as I could, on the double. I slipped it under the steak,
hoping that I'd be able to rendezvous with it again at the later date. Well, you did. Somehow.
You did somehow. This is ridiculous. Perhaps you could carry on with this absurd prattling in your own time.
Well, Miss Brett?
Of course, dear lady, of course. How rude of us. I'm quite sure there's no need to detain you any longer at all. Sam! Sam! May the esteemed gentleman please be excused, Your Excellency.
Indeed. The theft of the koban was clearly perpetrated by this baby-saddled sergeant. It will certainly appear to be unrelated to Dr. Wilson's murder. Of course it is.
Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me. Nonsense, is it? Well... And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork, it's beyond nonsense. It's pure madness! Madness, I say! Very well, now that all questions concerning this witness' testimony has been answered, I see no further justification for detaining her.
Miss Brett, you are free to leave.
Oh no, don't run away, don't run away! Jangan kabur, jangan kabur. Ini kapan kelar ini kasus, astaga naga. And good day. No!
Ryunosuke, what's the matter with you? This is not time for daydreaming. Oh no, it's just... Something about Miss Brett's parting words there got me thinking. I can't quite work out what exactly, but something she said just jarred with me. I feel like there was a contradiction in there somewhere. Something didn't quite add up. If that's the case, don't just stand there thinking. Make your voice heard. Sorry? You can think later, but if you don't call out now, it'll be too late. The trial will be over.
Hold it!
Asik. Bentar lagi bisa off stream.
What is it now?
I'm afraid, just one last time, there's something I'd like to ask you. I'd like you to explain the contradiction in your parting words from just a few moments ago.
Beefsteak!
What are you talking about? What contradiction?
What new student nonsense is this?
Well, that parting words you are talking about, Ryunosuke?
Hiding a coin under a lump of meat? The sheer nonsense of such an idea astounds me.
And as for picking up your steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork.
Iya, dia tahu dari mana? Dia tahu dari mana? How do you know?
Not true. Doesn't something about the stick strike you as very unnatural? Potongannya kayak au. It's extremely obvious. I'm talking about the shape of the edge where it's been eaten. Hotman Paris. Hotman Paris. Oh my god, I see you've noticed it too, Miss Brett. Notice what exactly, Consul? Just a few moments ago, Miss Brett claimed no Englishman could even contemplate picking up a steak and biting into it without using a knife and fork. Of course she did. Iya, itu steaknya Nosa kan? Soalnya dia makannya langsung digrogotin gitu. Bukan kayak orang motong pakai pisau dan garpu gitu. Ke PuniLive di IG lagi nanti ya. Besok-besok ya, Anastasia. Hari ini mau ngejar game ini sampai habis. If the witness, as she claims, wouldn't contemplate eating anything without using a knife and fork, there shouldn't be teeth mark in the steak at all.
Objection!
So that's your not steak. That's not your steak.
Shut up!
Oh my god. I really must be leaving now. Afternoon tea with the Minister of Justice cannot possibly wait any longer.
Shut up!
Kacamatanya berubah! Of course, dear lady. What's the matter, Miss Brett? Have we ruffled your feathers? Clearly, the witness knows what this means. She's realized the catastrophic implications this teeth mark in the steak have for her. Yes, I know. Darahku tinggal 2, tapi I'm sure I can do this. Yes, now at last it's all come together. Yes, yes, finally, the moment of truth. The moment of truth. The reason why the blood stain I know I saw somehow seems to have disappeared. The evidence that proves once and for all we shot Dr. Wilson that day. Everything, Your Excellency. Who shot Dr. Wilson? Conclusive evidence? How many times have I heard that today? You wouldn't know the meaning of the phrase typical Japanese empty threats. How can you be so sure? Oh, it's quite simple. If you really had such conclusive evidence, you would have presented it to the court long ago. Actually, the evidence I'm talking about hasn't been brought before the court yet. Ah, hasn't been what? But just because it hasn't been shown yet, doesn't mean that the evidence does not exist.
Tadi DC guys, jadi ini video kedua. Ini lanjutan, tadi DC.
This is absurd. The trial has run several hours already. True! Udah 5 jam! Tolong! Udah 6 jam! I cannot believe I agree with Pain. Oh my god.
Objection!
I mean Ouchi. Oh my god. Cannot believe it. You will remember this day, guys. The day I agree with Pain. Oh my god. It will solve every remaining mystery about this case. Kita mesti kasih bukti piring steaknya si itu kan sebenarnya. steaknya si cewek itu. Karena yang bersihin dia, berarti ada di Hosonaga harusnya. Piring steaknya mungkin masih ada di Hosonaga, I think. That will reveal the truth about this whole affair. Oke, let's try. Nyawa tinggal 2. Nyawa tinggal 2. Yes. Yes.
Oke, Owen, semangat semangat. No, I'm not saying that.
Everyone's attention has been focused on the stake with the teeth mark.
Yes.
Now, earlier this afternoon, Surgeon Nosa told the court the following. I'd enjoy chomping my way through a good steak. And as well as admitting to stealing Korekuta's son's coin, he told us that he slipped it under the steak. The power of Unikohok. Sergeant Nosa, could you please confirm something for me? Was the stake that you put the coin under, in fact, your own stake? In other words, the stake that the detective submitted as evidence earlier was in fact Sergeant Nosa's meal.
Attention!
Yes, come on, let's get over it. The plate was taken from the victim's table. Yet the gentlewoman doesn't take bites out of her steak, nor did she have an opportunity to steal the coin. Of course I didn't steal it. They even suggest such a thing would be an affront to the entire British Empire. Semangat guys! Well then, how do you explain this paradox?
Exactly, surely you're not going to suggest
that the surgeon switched the two steaks over?
Sedikit lagi, selesai.
You did switch the plates? You did what? Well, after it happened, when I saw the civilian had been murdered right in front of my eyes like that, I panicked. As I said, I immediately lifted my stick and hid the coin underneath it. But then when the waiter announced he was an undercover policeman, I thought I'd had it. If he decided to investigate my slab of meat, that'd be it. I'd be getting my marching orders. So when the cadet here was arrested and taken off the kitchen, I seized my chance. Ah, ditukar. With military precision and timing, I switched my stake with the one on the foreign lady's table.
What?
It was called Operation Lightning Bolt. There was no time for strategic planning. Oh my god. It was do or die, I tell you, so yes, I did what had to be done. Gila, udah mau 6 jam. Kayak udah lama aku nggak live selama ini. Dan se-enjoyable ini. Memang beda ya kalau main game favorit tuh. What now? I swear on the breast buttons on my uniform. This is all I did, sir. All you did.
Yes!
Wow. So if Surgeon Nosa switched the plates over, it means he took Miss Brett's steak and the plate it was on back to his own table. Yes, that follows. Inspection Hosonaga. Yes? Earlier in this trial, you told the court this. You said that you had not only taken Miss Brett's steak after the incident but also the surgeon's. That to preserve evidence you had taken both. Yes, of course, so you... Berarti dia punya yang asli. That's correct. Then please present it to the court now. The plate that was actually on the victim's table at the precise moment he was shot. Shut up! Shut up! A cold slab of tough meat.
Reaction!
Wow, wow, wow. Panik. Dia panik. Psikopat panik. Psikopat panik, guys. You're not that forgetful? Surely you remember the reason why this steak pan promises to prove such a problem for you, no? The reason the defense asked to see the plate was to confirm something the defendant remembers seeing. Things he remembers. I'm quite sure of what I saw, Miss Brett. On the side of the plate that was on the table directly behind Dr. Wilson, there was a clear splattering of blood from the gunshot wound to the victim's chest. Panik gak? Panik lah, masa enggak? I believe the defendant's memory serves him well. And now we have the evidence to prove it. The plate you were eating from, Miss Brett. Let us not prolong this any further. Agree? Dara, let's go! Present the beef steak! Present me the beef steak! Now! Now! Yes, sir! Let's go! Gila, berapa? 6 jam ya? Bener ya? Sorry for keeping you. Ta-da! Look at that blood splatter, boy!
Oh my god.
Okay. Beautiful. Yes! Now this makes everything clear. The blood you can see on the side of the plate shows that at the moment the victim was shot, he was facing the table with his back to me. BTW guys, kayaknya aku ngerasa agak sedikit ada loophole deh. Kan si dokter nggak bisa makan ya, tapi kenapa steaknya ada di depan dia ya? Apa aku ada lupa sesuatu tadi? Harusnya beef steaknya itu kan di tempatnya, di depannya si Brad itu, si Brad. Kenapa steaknya jadi ada di depannya si ini ya, profesornya ya?
Nande kana?
Mukanya kelihatan nih. So racist. Kan biar kelihatan dia makan sendiri. Jadi di ini nih ya, dipindahin berarti ya.
Nani sore?
This is too much. Okay. A whole new level of kegilaan tiap pembunuh di sini. Oh my god.
Please excuse my little outburst. I briefly lost my composure.
Most unbecoming behavior for an English gentlewoman. Forgive me. Terbang dong dia. Astaga. I think it's time you told the court what actually happened that day. The truth this time.
Yes.
Please, I want to eat. I want to have my Indomie now. Gladly, Your Excellency. Is this the final? Oh enggak deh, dia udah ngaku. It was I who took the professor's life using curare. My sister missed. I chose the particular day. Had a dental appointment for the extraction of one of his teeth in the morning. Phoenix Wright kind of thing strikes again, true. So they plan to kill the professor. Oh ya ini, I would place the steak I had ordered in front of him to make it appear as though he had been dining alone and leave immediately. However,
Oh, arigato Asep. Punten, punten.
that will be me, I suppose.
Yes, you. Who else?
Such a trifling matter, but the fact that you decided to come over to greet the professor meant that I had lost my chance to slip away unnoticed. In due course, the professor took a sip of his water and was paralyzed. Oh, jadi pas dia nyapa tuh dia belum minum airnya. Pas kita habis nyapa, terus nggak lama dia minum airnya. Terus dia duduk. So I concocted a plan on the spur of the moment. Dia punya senjata gitu. She has gun. She has gun. Gunnya punya profesor. Oh, tuh kan, my own pistol concealed under my skirt. Skirt. Under your skirt. Enggak bener. Pas dari awal si Ryunosuke udah bilang kayak kalau bisa angkat skirtnya. Astaga naga. That's when I noticed the professor's gun, which you had presumably placed on the floor. Skrrrra. The things go skrrrra. Kak. Aduh. Door. That's when you shot the professor with your own gun. Even though at that point he was already dead. Naturally, the gunshot caused a commotion, at which point the weather appeared. Obviously, I assumed Naruhodo-san was the culprit. I took him to the pantry and locked him inside. That's when I took the opportunity to turn the professor and his chair around. Because of course, you needed to make it look like the defendant had shot Dr. Wilson from where he'd picked up the gun. Yes.
There we have it, guys. There we have it. Finally ended.
I think.
We are done here, I think.
The perfect move actually.
True.
Your Excellency. Yes?
I wonder, might I speak with you in private later?
Mau di ini ya. Mau disogok.
Thank you. Good day then, everyone. I hope you can forgive me, Naruhodo-san. It would seem this trial has finally run its course.
We'll
finally get the verdict. Yes! After 6 long hours, guys. Setelah 6 jam streaming.
Perutku udah bunyi, guys. Chapter 2 di Discord ya, bos. Nanti aku mau makan, terus lanjut main sendiri kayaknya, Ken. Mau menikmati game ini to the fullest. Dari zaman kuliah aku main ini non-stop gitu. Kayak orang gila, main terus non-stop. Oh my god. Oh ide ini bayar utang loh. Tadi juga ada yang nge-traktir aku terus manggil temennya, Gilang bayar ini, bayar utang lo nih. Terus dibalas lagi pakai traktir lagi coba. Ya nanti ketemu di tongkrongan gitu. Oh my, unik sekali. Oh my god. Oh. Oke.
Not guilty. Not guilty.
Ouch clan will never measure up to the Naruhodo clan. Wes. I believe go down in history as the start of a new chapter in our country's judicial system. Despite being summoned as the accused, you, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, presented an excellent case. Thank you, Your Excellency. Aduh lapar guys, perutku udah bunyi. Krok. Need to eat. After all, it has only been a few short decades since our country opened its door. But the Western ideas of science are rapidly gaining acceptance here.
Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Not guilty. Yuhu. Indomie. 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 Aku lapar. Perutku lapar.
Ini baru 6 jam ya. Kalau sebaton separah apakah? I understand, Your Excellency. Why do you look so grave all of a sudden? Oh, never mind. What happened? Oh, yes. In you, I sense, how can I put it, unusual potential. I very much look forward to seeing how you carry that onwards.
Thank you, Your Excellency.
Oh, the verdict! Yes!
Get ready.
Oh, no. I hereby find the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo, not guilty!
Wah! Yatta dekimashita. 超疲れた。超お腹がついた。Wah, teman-teman, terima kasih sudah menonton streaming selama 6 jam. Perjalanan yang panjang. Tapi finally kita berhasil melakukannya bersama-sama. Keren banget ya. Punipun Golden Weeks. Terima kasih. Tapi mungkin case-case berikutnya aku nggak stream karena aku pengen main sendiri. Daijoubu? Daijoubu desu ka? Ii desu ka? Biasa ada satu pertanyaan lagi nanti biasanya. Oh, sukiyaki. Cantik sekali kamu seperti Maya Fey. Was simply doing as he asked. It was his idea for me to go to the university and investigate. Your father? Oh, ternyata dia baik sekali. Susato wangi. Hai. Hore. Susato siapanya Susanto ya? Siapanya? Thank you, Professor. Oh no, it is I who should be thanking you after all.
Your efforts exposed the true criminal that took the life of my good friend. Good friend? Oh yes, you mentioned that before. It was you who actually invited Dr. Wilson to Yume University, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Professor Bikotowa studied overseas himself. He went to study forensic medicine in Great Britain. Oh. Presumably that's when you met Dr. Wilson?
Exactly.
In those days, we worked together in the same hospital.
Oh, you work together? I've never heard you mention that before. Well, it was a long time ago now. Besides...
It's your turn, Asagi.
Yes, Asagi.
Great Britain is a magnificent country. It leads the world in science, medicine, engineering, culture, and of course in law. Watch and learn, my boy. See what's happening in the world's largest melting pot. I will. I'll learn all that I can. I swear on this, the spirit of the Asogi clan. You're not taking the sword to the Great Britain, are you? Of course I am. Oh no! A Japanese man's katana is his soul. This blade shows me where I need to go.
Hello, hello.
And cuts down anything that's in my way.
Ta-da-da.
Yes, I've definitely seen how sharp it is already with my own eyes. That reminds me, what's happening to the woman? Giselle Brett, I mean?
Ah, jam 9 atau 10 apa Ken? Pagi atau malam?
Ah, yes, her. It's not easy to tell you this, but... What do you mean? Surely she's going to face trial herself now. She's the true culprit after all. No? She will be leaving Japan in the very near future for Shanghai.
Ah, Shinatsume. Dia kabur.
Shanghai? Sabra will not appear in court again in this country, I'm certain of that.
What? But why not?
It's a matter of consular jurisdiction. Inspector Hosonaga.
Karena beda negara kali ya.
Pagi? Pagi banget. It was a hard-fought battle in the courtroom today. I must congratulate. We cannot try this particular foreigner for her crimes here in Japan. Aduh, lapar. Perutku bunyi krok. But why a consular court? Then, so long as this is not a serious incident of highly political, Oh my god. I'm hungry, guys. Oh, perutku bunyi, kedengeran nggak? Row, 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 row.
Oh no. Ini kapan kelar ya, wae?
Ini kapan kelarnya?
Oh no.
Oke. Hoof, 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 hoof.
Let's go, let's go.
Cantik sih.
Oke, terima kasih Hernani.
Can I save now? Because I'm really hungry, guys. Oh, never mind then.
Terima kasih teman-teman hari ini sudah nonton. Arigatou gozaimasu. Terima kasih sudah nonton. Leaderboard hari ini, arigatou. Arigatou. Sampai jumpa di next team, guys. Oyasumi nasai. Oyasumi. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye. I'm hungry. Indomie. 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 Bye bye.